Quadlock Honda's Joey Savatgy has provided an update on the injuries he sustained during Round 9 of the Monsterenergy Supercross Championship in Indianapolis. Unfortunately, the crash resulted in a punctured lung and broken ribs, marking a significant setback for the veteran rider. Savatgy was holding 8th place with roughly 9 minutes left in the 450SX main event when he was caught out by the unforgiving deep ruts in a rhythm lane. The miscalculation sent him over the handlebars and into the face of the next obstacle in a brutal crash. The impact immediately ended his night, with the number 17 rider receiving initial treatment from the Alpine Star's mobile medical unit before being transferred to a hospital for further evaluation. Reflecting on the crash, Savatgy commented, "Had a good night going and felt like I hit the same line as the laps prior, but clearly I made a mistake or something. Punctured lung and some broken ribs." The injury comes as a tough blow for Savatgy, who was making his return to Monsterenergy Supercross in 2024 after spending significant time sidelined. Currently sitting 13th in the overall standings, his best finish of the season was a solid 7th-place ride in Tampa. While his recovery timeline remains uncertain, the series will take a one-weekend break before resuming in Birmingham, Alabama on March 22nd, giving him a brief but valuable window to begin his recovery. Even on a night when he had to literally ride through the Steve Matthews Memorial nets, Deegan still came home a huge winner, effectively doubling his points lead over West Coast title rival Julian Boehmer with a respectable 3rd-place outing. I will note that it shouldn't be lost that the 2 riders he lost to were 250 East guys, given the whole ducking allegations thrust onto several riders around A1, but I digress. After mistake in the main event, Deegan said, "Yeah, today was good. I qualified 1-1, which was perfect for me, and then won the heat race with a pretty good lead, which was cool. In the main event, I got to 3rd place pretty quickly. I was reeling in those guys at the front, and then made a pretty crucial mistake where I ended up going over the berm and into the net. From there, I just had to be smart and ride it in for 3rd because the guy that's 2nd in points on my coast was pretty far back. I just wanted to make some good points, and we did that tonight."
Triumph Racing's Austin Forkner endured another rough outing at the Indianapolis Supercross, crashing hard during the 250 East Heat race. Unable to finish, he was forced to go through the 250 LCQ, where he had to compete against riders from both the East and West divisions. This weekend's East/West showdown format made things even tougher for Forkner, but the real concern was his overall pace. He struggled to break into the top 10 in a main event, raising alarms about his current form. His best lap time of the night was a 53.124 on lap 5, whereas 10 of the 11 riders who finished ahead of him clocked laps in the 51-second range or faster. The only exception was Max Anstey, who secured 7th place. While it's important to acknowledge everything Forkner has endured physically over the past 6 years, his results this season have been underwhelming outside of his 7th-place finish in Tampa. It remains to be seen whether he can turn things around in the remaining rounds of the season. Kawasaki has issued an immediate sales halt for the 2025 KX450, KX450X, and KX450SR models in the United States due to a potential issue with the primary gear on the crankshaft drive. The problem stems from insufficient surface hardness on some of the primary gears, which could lead to long-term defects or, in the worst-case scenario, complete failure. The affected models include KX450MSFNN, KX450NSFNN, KX450 PSFNN. As a result, Kawasaki has instructed all U.S. dealerships to cease sales of the affected models immediately. For units that have already been sold, dealers are required to submit a product registration. Kawasaki plans to distribute technical repair instructions to dealerships by mid-April, after which customers will be contacted to schedule necessary repairs. Riders who own one of the impacted models should reach out to their authorized Kawasaki dealer for more information and assistance. Kawasaki has issued an official apology for the inconvenience and is actively working on a resolution. Recalls are not uncommon in the motorcycle industry. Earlier in 2024, Kawasaki Australia had to recall certain KX450 models due to a separate issue involving frame stress caused by engine vibrations and welding tolerances. While not an ideal situation, it highlights the company's commitment to ensuring rider safety and product reliability. For now, affected customers will have to wait until the issue is fully addressed before getting back on the track with confidence.